Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a menu screen for our game. So we're going to have to hit play and then it's going to start the game before just starting the game once you run it. So yeah, I still have to figure stuff out about creating new scenes and stuff. But to get started, I'm going to change the scene we have now. I'm going to change the name to, and I'm in the properties right now, level scene. So now what I want to do is I want to create a new scene. I'm going to call it title scene. And if we go back to our assets, you can see title scene is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the scenes folder. So I believe what we have to do now is we have to move these scenes into this scene list. So we can just drag them in and that should help us. But for now, I want to make the actual background the title screen itself. I basically want it to be the sky from the actual game. So now let's go to title screen, environment, the background type, we're going to change it to solid color. Then we can just paste in this hex code. So now what I need is some particles coming in. And also to save time, what we can do is we can just go to our level scene. We can highlight the clouds. We can press Ctrl C to copy it. Then we go to title screen and we can just paste it in and boom. And then we can copy the small clouds over as well. So now when we run this game, it's going to look like this. So now what we want to do is we want to make our UI. So we're going to add UI and we're going to need a button. And there we have our button. Our button shows up right there. One thing to remember to do is to scale your stuff with the screen. Let's just go ahead and rename this to be play. What we can do from here now is if you open this up, the play button has a text thing and we can just make this play. We'll worry about the customization later at the very end. But yeah, then we're gonna go here. We're gonna add a script. We're gonna call it main menu script. And so in here, we don't need any of this. What we want is a new function. We'll call it play. We also wanna import Unity engine.scene management. Scene manager.load scene a scene. And then in here we can either have the scene name or the scene index. So our scene name is title scene, but if we go to our build stuff and we go to scene list, we can see that our index for the title scene is 1. And honestly I might change that. It makes more sense for the title scene to be the first scene. So now the index for the title for the main menu is 0. We can go back to our code and we can just put in a 0. Now let's go back to our button and then we have this on click. So whenever it clicks, we're gonna have the script from the main camera and then we're gonna go to main menu script and then play. So basically we want the main camera object to be in here because we want to access the main menu script. Whenever the button is clicked, we basically go in there, go in the main menu script and then we call the play method. Okay, so we don't want to load the main menu screen when we click the button. We want to load the level screen, which the index for that is 1. So let's run the game again. Boom. Oh my gosh. I low-key just realized my mic has been not in front of me, but hopefully you guys have been able to hear me. But yeah, it works. Okay, that's good. So now one thing I want to do for this, I want to add an image and we're going to call it title. So I'm in Pascal right now and I think I'm gonna just freestyle it. So yeah guys, I'm basically a pro artist or whatever. This is good enough. So now I think we just put that in there. Oh, it like chopped up the other things. It kind of makes it awkward because it like automatically chops the stuff up. But I just made like if you open sprite editor, you can see here like this was like this only covering Flappy, but I just made it cover the whole thing. Boom. Oh my gosh guys, that's beautiful. That's actually beautiful guys. One thing I can do with this is I can put in my own source image. So I can make like a little square, but I want to make it have this sort of texture. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I don't know exactly if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Oh, okay. It works, but it's kind of awkward. So I think I'm going to have to resize it. It looks kind of, we could definitely make some improvements later, but it's not terrible. All right, so I also added a quit button, which it doesn't do anything here, but on the actual thing, it's gonna quit it. Like if I export the game and all that, it's gonna quit the game. I went to the main menu script. I just made this right here. Application.quit is gonna quit the game. Another thing I did is I made this play again. I just gave it the buttons, but also main menu is gonna go back to this screen, which maybe later I can have different levels, different characters, who knows, but it might be useful to come back to this screen. And the way I did that was I went to the logic script and I basically made a main menu thing for the button, and it just goes back to the main menu. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. It's turning out pretty nice, and like, trust, I'm not gonna let it look terrible. Like, it's looking nice relative to what we had before, but I'm gonna refresh it once I have everything done.